Yo guys, what's going on? It's another Wednesday. Whew. It's been a pretty interesting week, hasn't it? Pretty hard week. Hope everybody's doing well. So I've decided to kind of split it up. We got Mongor today. When the Thundercats first introduced this character, I was all in. A demonic ghost man. So he's got his sickle in the back, 2 lightning things, 4 extra hands, I believe, an extra head, and then we got Mirror Lino, or Lino Mirror. Basically the exact opposite of Lino. Instead of blue, he is red. He literally comes with exactly everything that Lino does come with. The extra head, the claw, extra hands, the claw and small sword, the big sword, 2 more claw versions. Like I said, I think Super 7 is really killing it with the Thundercats, as well as with the Silverhawks. I am in love with these characters. It's insane. So since I can't wait to open it, let's get into it. So of course, comes with the normal backdrop. So this is definitely insane. Yes, the Goat Man's weapon was a freaking Sith. Scythe. So kind of the lightning things. comes with a fist, finger pointing, the other two is just open hands. The extra head, which is the head I kind of like better. So really, I thought his legs were hooves. It's like a three-toed creature. Got a lot of joints on it. Lots of articulations. Taking his head off is a bit harder than most, though. Everything is literally poking me. All right. I kind of like this head better, though. Well, hands not coming off either. You know, it's got a little goat tail that's also poking me as I try and take off the head. Yep. Not really the best design to mod. But he looks fantastic. Again, same background. The bottom is just for the claw with the finger thing. So he does like a take come with the extra head. The extra claw. It's actually part of his hands. All the extra hands. Whew. And this claw is part of his hands that you can replace. The full-grown Sword of Omens. I don't know which head I like better. Pretty sure. So it's literally on a clip, which is pretty cool, I guess. I would rather have the claw head and the full Sword of Omens. I did get him used, so he's a bit loose, which I'm okay with. The sword actually does come out, which is pretty cool. There is definitely a size difference between the characters. Which is insane. But seriously, this is pretty cool. I do want to change the head though. Like I said, it gets pretty cool effects. I like this head so much better. It looks insanely evil. And I'd rather have him pointing. But all in all, he still looks insanely scary. And like I said, literally everything is literally hurting me when I'm trying to take off the head. His back hair, his front hair, his ears, his horn, this tail. But I love Mongor. Then we got Mirror Lino. I love that they gave you literally 3 different types of gloves that you can use as his hands. All these extra, and the glove with the sword inside. He's literally ready to take on Lino one-on-one. I love these Super 7 Ultimate Thunercats. Pretty damn insane. So this looks insane. You a bit. So like I said, we have Vulture Man coming in. And a little surprise. Surprise, surprise. Safari Joe is coming in. We still have room for at least 1, 2, 3, 4 more figures. Which I'm hoping, if everything goes right, Driller, Demolisher, should be Demolisher here. Possibly Driller in back. We still got 2 more spots back here. One will be Groon, the Destroyer, which, like I said, surprise, we're going to open him up next week because we're also going to throw in the Power Rangers Putty. So 2 this week, 2 next week. But we already have more Thundercats than we do Silverhawks. So, yeah, unfortunately, because of Live, we can't have anybody here. We do have this slot open, 3, and 1. Like I said, I'm hoping Groon fits at least right here. Then we have this slot Vultraman should be here. Safari Joe might go there. All depends how I feel. But I am so freaking happy with the way these characters are coming out. I literally was already happy with the Masterverse characters. Then we started with Super 7 Power Rangers. And truthfully, I was pretty damn stoked with the way these came out. Next week, like I said, we should have one putty open. We'll see how that looks. We may order another putty, move Tommy over, move Zed a bit over, put Zed between two putties, Tommy, and now since this line is over, like I said, I have an idea. It's going to cost some money. We'll see how this goes. Then we got our turtles. I am seriously hoping we can concentrate a bit on this and get this line more filled. I do want Hun, the big Shredder henchman. Two versions of the foot soldiers, the robot and the human, or alien. We got Rat King, hoping for Toka and Reza. We got something coming for that, hoping for Dirtbag and Ground Chuck. And if we have room, Armagon, if they make those 5. And then we're waiting on the rest of the mob. So hopefully next year. I mean, this is pretty insane already. Truthfully, just missing Yes Man. But I would love to get Poker Face. And maybe one other character. We got T-Ray coming at the end of the year. From Tiger Sharks. Hopefully they make Captain Bizarro. The only 2 characters I really want from Tiger Sharks. And again, we're literally almost finished with Thundercats. Which I am seriously happy. And if you notice, we have Darkbird, the evil clone of Quicksilver for Silverhawks, to actually represent the Silverhawks, but the evil version, and the evil version of Lino to represent the Thundercats. But yes, next week we do have Groon, we do have the putty. Hopefully by then, when we're finished with those 2, following week, Solo of Chogokin, Space Battleship Yamato, and hopefully by that time, we come back to Super 7 for just a bit. As we open the 4 new Super 7, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Triceratron, the Triceratops alien, Conan the Barbarian for our Knights and Barbarian shelf, and then our two new Thundercats, Vultureman, Safari Joe. Like I said, this I can't be happier with this shelf. And then once that should take 2 weeks. Once those are finished, Super 7 Godzilla. We have 2 versions of, or 2 weeks of that. Godzilla -1, Mothra, Space Godzilla, and Mechagodzilla #2. And then we focus on our next thing, which is probably finally opening up the NECA gargoyles. And then everything should kind of be open. So maybe we can move our Star Wars G.I. Joe to Wednesdays. Give us more of a vacation between unboxing and whatever we're doing on Sundays. But we still have a lot of stuff. Like I said, besides waiting on Super 7 to create the characters, we still got a shelf for the Star Wars Sith, waiting on characters, or waiting on characters with the other Star Wars shelf. Masterverse is literally finished. We're waiting on Sledgehammer Piranha for Loyal Subjects, The Mask, and whatever else we can actually fit, which hopefully will be one other vehicle, which would be insane. If so, then hopefully they make Vanessa. G.I. Joe coming along. We're almost finished with the Cobra officers. I think this week is Tomac, Seema, and Major Blood. Pretty sure. That's this Friday. Next Friday, we got Baroness, Dr. Mindbender, and Cobra Commander. Then Serpentor, Nemesis Immortal, and Pythona. And by that time, we should have all 3 Royal Guards. Like I said, it's not finished, so we're still waiting on characters for G.I. Joe Classified. Still gotta unbox those. Conan the Barbarian, once unboxed, will be in the back. There are a few characters I want to get and finish this up, including trying to find a complete Recon and complete Mordred. Open these bad boys up, finished at least the Gargoyles. Still need the girl and Xanatos. Try and finish up my women's shelf. kind of have that shelf a bit open right now. I have plans. We're not going to get into that just yet. Soul of Chogokin. I might move the big ones up and put the small ones down. Transformers Masterpiece. Still collecting those. Long ways to go with Soul of Chogokin. Long ways to go with Transformers. These are the more expensive of the collections. So they're the later of the collections. We got some new comics coming in, but we got the Madcross Vertec. Once we get the Soul of Chogokin space battleship open, it's gonna stick here. Hopefully. Then we got the Godzilla stuff. I'm hoping we got room for Godzilla, Mothra, and Kira. And then the only two other characters I want for that is Jet Jaguar and King Caesar. So, Super 7, I need Jet Jaguar and King Caesar. Space Godzilla, Mecha Godzilla 2, King Ghidorah. Wants to make him. Again, Super 7. Also Super 7, Gagon. And truthfully, I would love Rodan. I just don't know if I have enough space for Rodan. But yeah, things are definitely coming together. Got my Star Wars Sith ready to go. As soon as we finish with the Cobra officers. Got the background done. So I'm seriously happy. The crappy part is a lot of times these fall, so I'm sure these will be falling. We still need to open up the legacies for G.I. Joe, as well as the bottom shelf, which will be Dreadnoks. I'm kind of hoping once we start on the Dreadnoks, the Thunder Machine will be out. Hopefully. As well as whatever else Dreadnoks will be coming out. Let's see how this goes. Still need to unbox the Vamp. Still need the Cobra Asp. We got Destro and the spoiler coming. We do have to unbox Serpentor. So we gotta find a place for the Air Chariot. I'm still insanely surprised at how big that is. But, I mean, I was surprised as how big that was. But anyway, guys, everything's coming together, as you can see. I like that it's taking a bit longer than this way. We go as we go, stuff is coming in. But like I said, we are kind of almost finished. So maybe I can concentrate on my anime and whatever else. Super Sentai DVDs. We definitely will see. But thanks for watching, guys. Take care. See you guys soon. Aloha.